Hey, 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 welcome back. Welcome back to the Scorpio channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Scorpio. Know that energy is fluid, roles can be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates. Also, know on this channel, I like to dive deep within the readings. So we look at everything, but we take time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play as karmic themes. This will allow you to see why everything's playing out the way that it is. It will also allow you to see how you're contributing to the undesirable life experiences that have played out and what you need to do to change the energy. So the readings are not just telling you what your person did do, what they're going to do, but they'll also tell you why you're attracting why you're attracting what you're attracting. And the reason why is because a lot of times we don't want to attract somebody that is emotionally not intelligent, or a person that is avoidant, or a person that has addictions, or a person that has just a lot of baggage. But we tend to keep on attracting the same types of people. And it's the type of people that just keep us stuck in a lower vibration. Anybody that makes us feel bad, anyone that takes us out of our true essence, and our true essence is of unconditional love. Now, if you want to enter into winning a free reading, you obviously have to be open to getting a shadow reading, or readings are done live on YouTube. So again, you have to be open to getting it done like live. You can have it private where you send me the questions the day before. If you're someone that's like, oh, I don't want anyone to know, I don't announce the winner, I just do the winner, and the winner always knows who it is. And like I said, I will, can keep it very discreet, just because there's always been a few people that are like, oh no, I'm afraid that, then it's not going to be for you. And the reason why is I believe in spiritual law, and that's what's best for everyone involved. What's best for you, you're getting a free reading. What's best for the channel, anybody collectively can resonate with that reading and learn from it. And what's best for me, because I'm displaying the channel. When you do a live, it draws a lot of attention to the channel. So again, spiritual law, it's what's best for everyone. And possibly that might kind of feel like there's going to be a little bit of a vibe to that, which is, I might not like that, situation, or I might not like that person, or I might not like whatever's happening. When spirit's saying, well, it's what's best for all, a lot of times we don't see that that's the way that the universe works. And we'll be looking at it from a place of, well, that's unfair to me, because we're looking at it solely from our perception. So again, there's no perfect scenario. So just understand that when we're talking about spiritual law, we're talking about in alignment with unconditional love, because that's your energy. When we're talking about shadows, is any parts of ourselves that we've detached, disassociated from, it's parts of ourselves that we rejected, that keeps us in a place of fear. Problem is that we don't remember a lot of times the, repressed energy, what created the repressed energy. We just are in that place, in this place that's a lower vibration than what we're supposed to be. So I just wanted to put that out there, because a lot of times I hear, well, I don't hear because I'm reading, but I see in the comments that people get annoyed. They're like, why do I keep attracting this person? Or what's the whole point of this message? Well, there always is a point, even if you're connected to someone that was completely toxic. You were supposed to learn something from the situation. And the problem is without deep reflection, without shadow healing, without integration and transmutation, you'll stay stuck in that perception and the habits and the behaviorisms that were incorporated into your psyche at that time to deal with the situation, is how we wind up bringing trauma along with us, right? It's again, if we don't recondition ourselves, if we don't have awareness the behaviors and habits that we created in survival will be those that block us from abundance, and anything that's out of alignment with unconditional love, well, is not abundant, because we consider unconditional love the most valuable currency. And when you're that, you don't need anything, because you are then able to co-create with the universe in from a balanced way. So again, there's always a reason. Now, I don't know why I channeled that. There might be a reason, or it might just be a spiritual nugget. We'll see. So let's see what the word of the video is. The word of the video is greedy. Well, I believe that you're connected to somebody that unfortunately gambled you away. And they gambled you away because I feel like a karmic came back into their life, and that karmic was perceived to have more than you. And because they had more than you, there was a sense of that they were going to have a better life, where I don't really believe that that's what happened. I believe that the karmic knew all about how greedy your person is. Now, you might not know them as greedy, and they might hide that part of themselves from you, but the karmic that has had a connection with this person for long periods of time, and I feel like it's been in, it's been out, it was a friendship with benefits sometimes. It was a sham. From the outside, it looked like it was a real relationship, but behind closed doors, it was not a relationship. And I feel like the karmic wants to be with your person, and your person does not want to be with that karmic. However, the karmic knows every button to push, and greedy was that. And now, for whatever reason, I'm believing like your person is stuck. And we're gonna see why I feel this. It's again, greedy, 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 greedy. Bad. It's a very bad um way to be. I'm looking for a deck of cards. Obviously, it's my black deck. Where are you? Where's my black deck? Oh, maybe I'm not supposed to use it. Okay, let's see. I'll use this deck. That's so weird. Okay. I feel like somebody's all discombobulated too. I feel like somebody's all over the place. I'm feeling your person, because they were greedy and that their back is up against the wall now. Angry, yeah, it's again, this person is ruled by anger. And so I'm believing that the karmic is angry. Your person is always angry. It's just they hide that part. And they're angry because, again, they feel like they don't ever have good relationships. They feel like everyone turns into the bad person. But it's not that everyone turns into the bad person, it's that your person doesn't form emotional connections. What they do is they, create, they make a lot of money, they put a lot of stock in their possessions, what they own. It's almost like they created themselves from the outside. A person that drives a nice car, lives in a nice house, has nice possessions. So you perceive that they're successful. I believe that they're successful in their own right, but they're empty inside. And they're empty because they're not really connected to the job that they do. They're good at it, but it's not a sense of passion anymore. It's not a sense of joy. And believe that the karmic is actually connected to your person because of this money, this job. And so your person's really angry because I feel like they gambled their relationship away with you. And when you were with this person, you were angry because you're like, you're not giving me what I want. And I feel like it's because this person never really knew what they were doing. That karmic was able to get back in because they were never really 100% out. They were just on the back burner. Like I said, a friend with benefits. Yeah, like this person wants to be over the moon. They want to be over the moon. Again, they really thought that they were going to have a great outcome because this karmic, whatever lie that they told, how again it was a doozy. Like they painted a picture of this magnificent life, a life that was going to be so abundant, and they just felt like, well, I can't bring you along with me. I'm gonna go on this route and I'm gonna be really satisfied. I'm gonna be really like living a life. I'm going to be over the moon over my situation and like a great outcome. Yeah, you won't be happy, but my life is going to be a great outcome because that karmic sold them a fake thing. And your person's like, well, I can be with this karmic even though I'm not passionate about them. I can be with them and, just be with other people on the side. Yeah, and see, the thing is, as long as your person stays connected to that karmic, they'll stay insecure because they were insecure with you. You want to know why they didn't give to you. It's again, they perceive that you didn't have as much as a karmic. This person doesn't really ever feel like they have enough. That's a poverty state consciousness. But that's because they're connected to somebody that beats them down, that makes them stay in this low vibration. And I'm feeling like your person was about to leave that connection and the karmic lured them back in. And they lured them back in because they're like, well, I know that they're greedy. They're not going to want to lose their money. They're not going to want to miss out on this fake opportunity. They're not. And because of that, your person is stuck in this insecure energy because it's like they're not getting anything. What they're getting is they have an attachment. And they have this attachment to this karmic that keeps them in a low vibration because in order to actually be with this karmic that they don't like at all, especially now, because again, they feel tricked. It's like they have to like again depend on like drinking or drugs or something to like numb themselves to check out because they don't really want to be with the karmic. It's like the karmic trapped them somehow, again, through their money, through an opportunity, through a situation. Your person cares too much about what people think on the outside is again, they want to appear as if they're perfect. Someone that has like the perfect job, that's good looking. It's again, this person is all in their ego about like creating the life from the outside in, where you're someone that has created your life from the inside out, which no, there was no big financial gain from that, from doing it that way. The financial gain comes later, and what comes before is high morals, good character. Again, all the behaviorisms that you would need to integrate to heal yourself, to become yourself. People don't aren't born with courage. They get courage. They don't not born with tenacity. We become this way. And we become this way through doing what we love. So I feel like you're someone that has always done what you love and it's brought you a lot of joy. And this person, I feel like they undermined it. And now they're seeing you through a completely different perception. Where again, this person is just like unaware. And that's really, they're unaware of any other way to be. They've always lived from this ego perspective. I believe that they grew up in an environment where there was a lack of money. And because there was a lack of money, this person has still a poverty state consciousness. And the irony is that even though they know how to make money, they never hold on to their money. They lose their money because people take advantage of them. And the reason why people take advantage of them is because to have a person like a karmic around, well, karmic doesn't care about them. They care about the money. They care about the appearance. They care about the flashy things, whether it's a new bag or a new like pair of pants or a new sports car. To buy, it feeds them like, look who I am. Look how much money I have. Like this is this person's identity. That's not who you are. This person was used of that. They got lured in because at one time they were like that. Now they're stuck with all their shit, but they're connected to the karmic. And they're not really enjoying their stuff because they can't even be present. I wanted to see what the hidden truths are. I wanted to see what the hidden truths are, how this person feels about you. I'm going to pull 3. I knew exactly what I was doing. Yeah, they knew that they were sitting on the fence. They knew that they were trying to get you to like again, be on the back burner too, or sometimes, just like the karmic. But the karmic's angry because I feel like the karmic has history with this person. They might have kids together. They might have been married. It's again that they've been in each other's lives for a long time. That's why this karmic knows who your person is. And that's why they're mad, because they're like, I've never gotten mine emotionally. So you better believe I'm going to take that money, and that money is going to be what I'm going to associate love with. Well, of course, this person loves me. Yeah, they don't want to like fuck me, but it's they love me because I'm the person that's getting all of this. So they get to stay in this delusion where your person is like, I don't even know how I got myself into this situation. And they got that themselves into the situation because the karmic approached them with a fake offer, and your person's greedy. So they knew what they were doing. They knew that they were going to leave you out in the cold. They knew it. You were the best thing in my life. Now they're looking back and they're like, wow, you're the best thing in my life because you were true. You were honest. Again, you built yourself from the inside out, not from the outside in. This person is like, now, whether they want to or not, they're comparing you against this karmic, and they're like, oh, the karmic's making them sick. And they're making them sick because karmic knows that you don't really want to be with me. But I feel like I earned this spot. And I feel like, I own you. It's like, I don't really care what you want. It's like, I did all this. One day you'll love me. Don't worry. But I'll be damned. You're not going to take your money. You're not going to take anything here. If you're going to go with nothing. And I know you don't want to do that. So that's why your person feels stuck, because they're like, I don't know, I want to be more than friends. Yeah. So it's like with you, they know that they blew this situation, because I feel like they were out of that situation. That connection was dead a long time ago. It's that this karmic just knows that every button to press. They've been together for a long time, on and off, on and off, on and off. And it's mainly because your person doesn't have a backbone. And it's because they don't know who they are. They've created themselves from the outside in. So they actually match that karmic's energy. Very greedy. Where, again, your person was going to utilize you for whatever they needed to utilize you for, while they're still connected to this karmic that's sitting on the back burner, while knowing that the person that they're supposed to be with, is being with every other person except for them. However, they're able to go out shopping. They're able to buy what they want. they're able to live that fake persona, and that means so much to them. I'm becoming a better person. I said I'd only take three, but I lied. It's again, and now this person's seeing, becoming a better person because they're like getting repulsed by this karmic. And that the irony is that the karmic is, did a lot of things to manipulate this situation. So I feel like they have a lot of anxiety, a lot of anxiety of knowing that, your person's not happy. They can't stay drunk forever. They can't stay, manipulating for them forever. It takes a tremendous amount of energy to like manipulate someone 24/7. Yeah, like you felt these are your triggers, like you felt you were ignored, obviously. It's like, it's not that this person didn't hear you, they heard you. They knew what they were doing, they didn't know what they wanted. It's, do I walk away from my possessions? Because somehow the karmic is wrapped up in that. Somehow the karmic has potential. Maybe they were married again, or baby mama, baby daddy. Like there's money there. And they are like, do I walk away from the money or do I, get love? And so the karmic knew that, so you felt like you were being manipulated. You knew that you were like, I'm not getting what I need. What you're offering me is barely anything, and I really feel like I'm being manipulated. And they were trying to manipulate you. They were trying to have their cake and eat it too. Because they're like, I can't figure out how to like keep hold of my stuff and and be in a relationship that I want. I'm stuck with this person. Yeah, and you got tired of the mask because you're like, I don't even know who the fuck you are. It's like you're telling me one thing, but you're keeping yourself stuck. You're pretending that can't get out, that you can't do anything. You can, but it's a choice. And what you saw is, oh, you're not your own person. You hide behind your stuff. You pretend that you're a person. You pretend that you're going to leave that karmic. You pretend that that situation is over. But it's again, you've been living this sham for a long time because you don't want to walk away from your money because this karmic isn't letting you leave. They won't let you leave because they're like, well, I feel like I've earned it. So that's become like a very toxic situation there that you're not even in the picture because your person's like, I don't even know how to get out of this. They're like, would like to be like in a connection, but you're not going to be in a connection like this. And I don't know how to get out of this. And the karmic's like, and I'll be damned. If you go, you can go with nothing. So that's the situation. Are they ever going to get out of it? Are they ever going to get out of it? It's like I know I'm gonna kick myself, but like let me see. We'll only pull we'll only pull two cards and we'll see like what are they gonna do anything or are they gonna stay wasted? Because they have to stay wasted to stay connected to this karmic. And what's gonna happen with that situation? Yeah, like it's for a little while, it's almost like what they feel that they need to be loyal. It's the loyalty that they have more loyalty towards the karmic because I think that they either created a family at one time with the karmic. The karmic has been in this person's life for a long time. But it goes back and forth to like breaking free. So it's almost like this person feels like they need to be there. Okay, so for some, they do have a child. Again, so for some, they're staying till the child is a certain age, but then they're going to break free. For some, there's again acting like there's a little bit of a loyalty towards this karmic. And I think it's because the karmic, like again, like manipulates, says it over and over and over again, that they have a duty because of the children, because of, where your person really wants to break free, and eventually they're going to find their way out. Eventually they're going to find their way, okay? But it's going to be slow. It's this person is looking at things from a new perspective. I feel like they see the karmic in a whole new light. The karmic exposed themselves completely, where they see that they're, manipulated. And I do feel like, your person will eventually try to talk to you, maybe through a friend, through an associate, through, social media, through some network, through some sort of, eventually, but not right now. This person, it feels like they need to make sure that things are, I feel like okay with their child, and then they're going to find their way out. You might be like, well, I might not be available. You probably won't be available. But understand, not all soulmates you're supposed to be together. Sometimes soulmates, it's just about to learn, to change, to be the catalyst. You showed this person a whole other way to be. That, this person thought that all relationships were the way that this karmic acts. They thought that the karmic was such a good person. They thought that the karmic had their best interest. But they saw as the karmic doesn't have their best interest, doesn't care about them no way, no how, but only cares about their money. And will do whatever it takes to keep that situation from changing, because they don't want to lose that facade, where your person is getting sick from living like that. They're like, I see the difference and I don't like it. And where at one time I got all caught up in what was shiny and flashy, and you're not flashy. You're different. And you're different because you grew yourself from the inside out. It's like you come from like you're a high vibration. You're doing what you love. You're created yourself. So again, where these people are, they don't know who they are. That's why they're at a low vibration. Clear the illusions of the 3D world. Don't take everything at face value. There's a lot more going on spiritually and energetically than what you see. And that's what I'm talking about. That spirit saying, it's like, yeah, you might not see that this person's doing shit right now, but things are happening. Again, they saw the karmic in a whole new light. Like I said, that they'll never be able to go back the way that things were. That's forever done. And it's forever done. And the karmic knows it. So the karmic's like not happy about it, and they're going to try and do everything. But what'll wind up happening is that they'll try to destroy, that your person, because it's like they're going to try to, make sure that that doesn't happen. Your person knows that they're going to get out, and they don't know how, but they're trying to figure it out. So things are happening. Please send me energetic support. Use a frequency of love to uplift me because I need your help. Yeah, because they're like, I'm like, if I knew that you were like gonna like talk to me, or like have me back, or like or just anything, like it would be easier. It would be easier. It's like, because now I know that you see me as like an asshole because of what I did, but it's like I didn't know like how to walk away from the situation. And it's like they're gonna figure it out, but they're just wish that you would reach out to them. One more. When our conversations are lighthearted and playful, it eases a tension that is sometimes there when we talk. So it's again because there was a lot of times that you felt like this person was lying. So that's what they're reflecting on. They're a little bit afraid to tell you. That's why they're like, I wish you would reach out to me so I wouldn't have to explain everything. but they're going to have to explain everything. I'm going to pull one more. I feel our energy merging together as if it has a life force of its own. We are becoming one again. It's like they feel that there's unconditional love here. Now, again, you might be like, I love this person, but what they did, I'm not going to take them back. Understand they know that that's a chance, but it wouldn't matter from the universe's perspective because the universe says, I don't care whether you're with them or not. I gave you free will to choose. I do, however, care that this person gets themselves free from that karmic because that karmic is keeping them stuck in a very low vibration. And this person's not going to live very long if they stay in that vibration because all they're doing is like numbing themselves to deal with life. And they're feeling really extremely empty. And they realize that, they're looking and seeing how they behaved. So understand, like, and for you, you have to say, well, what was the point for me? And Spirit says, oh, there's a reason, trust me. We're just going to pull just a few more cards because I want to see. Okay, so we'll just leave it like that eventually this person's gonna come back. You may not be ready for it. You might be like, I don't want them to come back, and you may not. And understand, like some of you will, some of you won't. I'm gonna pull just to see in this story, but like I said, it's collective. Um, Yeah, like I'm like this person, I feel like if they are gonna come to you, but they understand they're gonna get that humiliation, that like that karmic is again like it's not gonna be good. And I told you that. So they are going to come towards you again, take that adventure, but after that, it's like this person just sees a future with you. They see a future with you and not just a little future, but a great future because this person knows how to make money. That's not their issue. The issue is their relationships and that they've been connected to this low vibrational person for a long period of time. So it's like they see it, but they know it's like they got to go through a shitload of karma because of this karmic mate. And so when I ask for you, are you going to? I feel like there's a part of you that wants to make sure that you're not going to be a mockery. I feel like you don't really trust this person because of what they did. So you're going to make sure that this person like is not like you're not going to be as vulnerable. You're going to like make them prove it. And I say that because again, they have what it takes. They're going to like pour into you. They are. And it's again, there's this, like, regardless of whether you like this person or not, there still is this passion. There's still this very strong connection, okay? There's still this chemistry, even though they did what they did. So it doesn't mean that you like this person. You might be really angry with this person. But I feel like they're going to like after they pay their karma, and there's going to be a shitload of karma, and that karma is going to make them pay. But then they plan on coming straight to you. And what I do feel like is that the astral travel, there's an ESP connection. And so I'm going to pull one more for you. Yeah, like it's like there's no more setbacks. It's no. It's like I feel like for you, like it's going to be completely your choice. It's not telling me. For some, it's gonna be like no, literally, like there's a death, there's a loss, is like no. And for others, it's like a new beginning. Literally, it's like it's not clear. And it's not clear because it's, again, I feel like you don't know. You don't know. Part of you right now, without them help, like if they were not to come back, it would be over. And this person knows it. But because they come back and they really try, and they only try because listen, that like they've held on to you. And so regardless of whether you might say like, well, they haven't put any time in, it doesn't matter where they were in hell. So, and they weren't allowed to leave. So they were fantasizing, they were imagining, and they're again imagining you through what they perceive of you. So I feel like there's the death of that old connection, and that's what it would need to be. And you're like, well, if they pour into me and they're completely different, you're going to give them a chance. But some of you guys are going to be like, no, I don't care who the hell you are. I'm going to pull one more, just one more. Yeah, like I feel like this person is going to, they're going to need to like, to really like soothe you because I feel like a lot of time has passed because of that karmic. And I feel like you're a little bit nervous, but I also feel like this person's nervous. So there's a lot of mirroring energy. Like you might have anxiety, a little bit of anxiety, but what there is a sense of for like you're like, it needs care. Like if this person's going to give, it's like then I feel like you're going to be with them, but they're going to have to prove it. And that's because there is a very strong connection. And there would have to be in order for this person to leave the karmic, because that karmic was a master manipulator for a really long time. This is not the first time your person tried to leave. Your person just never had a strong connection to anybody else. What we see is that they're on a low vibration. It's you're gonna need to be patient with this person if you choose to be with them, and they would need to prove it. So boundaries would need to be up, and you'd need to prove it. But I see it that there's a lot of passion there, so you're going to be more than willing to let them prove it and pour into you. If they're treating you well, then you're going to be like, fine, but you're going to make them do it. You're going to make them the way that the karmic makes them. It's again, you're just gonna do it in a way where you won't be manipulative, you just won't give them any attention. And that's what you learn that that's what this person doesn't like, but that's what this person listens to. Confusion is the first card out for you, and this is the inner child wounds. You have to ask yourself, why did you attract this person into your life? Sing is another. We pull six. Oh, two came out, so I'm going to take it. Guidance, unworthy, imagination. I love that. And joy. Not bad cards. Aside from the fact that, you know, this person not giving you and kind of keeping you on the back burner in the beginning and not making a decision made you feel unworthy. But I feel like your inner child wound was that the person that was supposed to be giving you guidance and love and protection made you feel unworthy. So again, it pushed trauma for a child. They escape and they escape through their imagination. That's why they always say the child that survives thrives. And they thrive because if you can imagine it, you can create it. So again, through the imagination, and it was because it was confusing to have a parent that was abusive, that was made you feel not good enough, not loved. And you're looking around at everybody else's parents and you're seeing that they don't act that way. And you're then looking at yourself like there's something wrong with you. And so I believe that this was a really old wound that even though you might have healed it, that spirit said, yeah, but you didn't transmute the negative energy. And part of transmuting the negative energy is not just to imagine it, but it's to actually create it. And so I always say God creates the world with its voice. You too can create the world with your voice. I always see sing as that way, like as a way to, it's expression, right? And we're able to express ourselves through our own unique style, through our individuality. And I believe that that's what you're doing because it's something that's bringing you joy. And that's what you were always able to do. You were, because, it was tumultuous at home when you're made to feel unworthy and it's confusing and you don't feel safe, obviously, because the person that's supposed to be your support system, your guidance, they're making you feel not safe, not good enough. It went up in your head as a child, and that's what brought you joy. You were always able to create it, so you always were able to manifest. So Spirit said you just did the same thing in adulthood. However, you also grounded it. So you're again becoming yourself more. And this is how we really create new neurological pathways in the mind. We create them because we actually become someone different. And we become someone different because we have a passion, but the passion starts as a mustard seed's worth of effort. And that's through, again, our passions, the things that we love. And then through our imagination, we are able to start the manifestation process and then just being in joy, doing what we love, connecting to people, just doing what we love, and through our unique style. So I feel like you just dove into yourself during that time. And this is why I think that some of you are like, nah, this is a done connection. This is a done connection because I've outgrown you. You made me feel unworthy. However, I know that I am not unworthy. And I know that I'm not unworthy because I have purpose. You feel unworthy about yourself. So you projected that onto me. Your energy is more in alignment with the karmics than mine. However, for you, you're raising your energy level because you're going to get out of that situation. So you're becoming a better person. However, I feel as if for some you're like, no, the relationship's over. It served its purpose. And it served its purpose because I needed to transmute the energy of feeling unworthy. That was a spiritual wound that I didn't fully integrate. I know the difference in my mind. I know that I'm not, but Spirit said I needed to actually manifest something, do something with all that negative energy that was accumulated from all those years of feeling unworthy. And then this person activated that. So again, that's why when you changed, they changed, and why they feel like, wow, this is real love. It's just because it's on a high vibration, and they're in a very imbalanced area right now of life with this karmic, and they're ruminating on you. So like I said, for some, you'll be like, if they pour into me and they prove it, then yes, and others are gonna are like, no. So again, you guys will be able to tell your side of the story. But I know if it was me, I wouldn't take this person back because they gambled right from the beginning. They were greedy. So they chose money over you. So it's again, which means that they hadn't really invested enough time into you. So again, this is why this person is kind of smart. You see, they're coming back, and when they come back, they're like, I'm going to pour into you. And that's why they feel like, and I've done that before. I've lost people before and gotten them back because I poured into them. So I know what I have to do. So some of you might be like, okay, well, if you do that. And we ended off with trust. I trust life and my strength. Each moment guides me to the light. Everything on my path is placed there for my growth. So the Spirit says it's not about whether you trust this person. You have to trust yourself. It's like no one has control over you. It's that when we lose ourselves in someone else, that we just wind up focusing more on what they want and then compromise what we want. What Spirit said is, you didn't do that. So this person wasn't able to do anything to you. That karmic, again, came in, and they're not supposed to be with that person anymore. They're making that. That's why that relationship is so difficult. That's why it's so toxic. So Spirit says, when things are easy, when there's a rhythm, we're able to go with the flow of life. When we have to control something, then it's obviously out of alignment. You have to trust yourself through, again, what do you feel intuitively? And that trust that everything happens for a reason, including if you say, well, I don't want to get back to this with this person because again, they did what they did and I can't forgive them. Well, Spirit says, yeah, but it still served a purpose. It was there for your growth to heal because you were still holding on to that negative energy from childhood because you didn't create a new version of yourself. So again, this person should have never made you even feel unworthy. You'd be like, they made me feel like that for a second. And Spirit says, yes, because it activated that what was there still. Even though you didn't fall prey to it, they wouldn't have been able to stir up anything if nothing was there. So Spirit says, you need to be a clear conduit for me to work through. And then that means, again, by transmuting that energy. So this person helped you do that. So we see why the connection. It almost looks like to me that you guys were never supposed to be together, that it was just a connection to create awareness. And for you actually to see your worth, like, well, I'm like a lot higher vibration. I see the difference. At one time, I used to also hide behind material things. Again, we felt unworthy. Well, again, that's shame, and a parent does that, then we're going to try to acquire things to make us seem perfect, to seem better, so that you love us. So, because we're perceiving that you don't. So, I believe that this person grew up the same way. And that's why it's a poverty state consciousness. So I'm going to leave that there for you guys, Scorpio. You let me know how you resonated with this one, and I'll talk to you soon. By the way, coaching is like it's not postponed. It's like we are actually booked up and the doors are closed, but I'm going to put a link in the description box, which will have like where you can sign up to be put on a waiting list for when the doors open back up. And I don't know when that will be. It might be in a month, it might be 2 months, I don't know. But if you want to be on the list, you got to fill out the link. Hopefully, the person will get back to me with that link because I thought I wrote it down and I didn't. But the people that are, the back end of my coaching program, again, they're the ones that do all that. So, but there will be a link in the description box. And if you're someone that is interested and you don't see that link, you could always reach out to me again at pureenergyhealer70@gmail.com. All right, guys. Until next time, be true to you. Bye.